I woke up this morning and I saw that today's episode of Good Mythical Morning had the word vegan in it. And every time this happens, my heart sinks a little bit and I get I get nervous basically to watch the episode because Rhett and Link are decidedly not vegan. And they honestly seem to not actually understand what veganism really is, so when they talk about it, it can be really frustrating as somebody who is vegan. I've been watching Good Mythical Morning since the show started. I was watching Good Morning Chia Lincoln, and that's carried over into Good Mythical Morning, and I do watch pretty much every day, including Good Mythical More. And so like I said, when today I saw that the word vegan was in the title and they're doing a vegan versus non-vegan food taste test, I felt myself kind of start to go on that emotional roller coaster. As far as entertainment goes, Rhett and Link are definitely the number one thing that I watch. It's just honestly a part of my daily routine as they intend for their show to be. So instead of just watching it by myself and kind of stewing in my emotions and keeping my thoughts inside, I figured we could watch it together and I could talk it out instead of just bottling it up inside. So in case you don't know, these are Rhett and Link, and they do this show every morning, and like I said, they are decidedly not vegan, even though I think that they both morally are aligned with veganism, but they have not yet understood that they also need to align their actions. So without further ado, let's dive in. I'm going to be going through Good Mythical Morning, which again is the vegan versus non-vegan food taste test, and then we're also going to do Good Mythical More, which is something like reacting to the worst vegan t-shirts, whatever the heck that means. So let's jump right in. Oh, here we go.
Can we be tricked into going vegan?
Let's talk about that.
Okay, right off the bat, you cannot be tricked into going vegan because veganism is like a moral philosophy that you have to choose to abide by every day, and not just regarding food. So right off the bat, no, you cannot be tricked into going vegan.
I'm gonna ask a scary question, but I want us to be brave and spend this entire episode trying to answer it.
Okay.
So don't cry or scream about it.
Okay.
Okay? Could we go vegan?
What is this attitude? Come on. Come on. Look at their faces. I mean, I know it's a bit, but come on.
I can't do it. It's too scary.
There, buddy. The truth is, I think that we would have to be tricked into it.
I'm totally open to that.
It's time for Quick! Spot the non-vegan food before you anger a small percentage of very vocal vegans.
I gotta go back.
Spot the non-vegan food before you anger a small percentage of very vocal vegans.
Ugh, even the title of this frickin' game. Jeez.
As you can see, we can't.
Each round you'll be presented with one dish prepared using 3 different recipes. 2 will be vegan, 1 will not be. The vegan dishes will contain
Okay, 2 are vegan and 1 will not be. And looks like we've got 3 options so far. And again, by making this about food, they're missing the entire point of veganism to begin with, which is that it's not about vegan food, it's about the animals and, not exploiting animals. But they clearly do not understand this concept, so we're just gonna have to move past that and take this for what it is. So let's see.
varying vegan substitutes for key ingredients, and you're going to place your hand over the dish you think is the non-vegan option, and the winner of the game will receive an empty Vegenaise jar filled with compliments from the chef.
Oh, okay. And the chef for all of these is Trevor?
Trevor.
You're there?
I'm here.
Okay.
He's there.
We're going to kick things off with...
All right, so my first issue with this right off the bat, aside from all the other issues I had, is that Trevor is not vegan, and neither Rhett or Link are vegan, and I honestly feel like the only people who are actually equipped to judge vegan food are vegans, which is actually my other frustration with their website Sporked, which is that they have non-vegans ranking vegan food, and vegan food tastes completely different once your palate has adjusted, which is actually something that Rhett had addressed in a previous episode. I think it might have been a Good Mythical More, where he said that something like once you've been vegan long enough, you get vegan glasses or something, and the food starts to taste different. And I actually was finally excited to hear him say that and have that acknowledged, because until that point they hadn't. They just acted like vegan food was this worse version of something. which it isn't. It's the worst vegan food is better than the best non-vegan food in all cases. All right, carry on.
With chocolate chip cookies, they are in front of you, so feel around.
So we have to believe. I mean, we're what we're testing here is that we think that we're going to think that the non-vegan one is always the best, right?
Yeah.
That's what we think we're going to think. But could we be wrong?
That's a good cookie, but Trevor don't make a bad cookie.
Trevor's known for his baking
Wrong
prowess.
All right, so they just ate the first one,
gosh.
which is
Am
non-vegan.
I on the
Now,
right plate? Hold on.
Yes.
Yes,
There.
and now I've done that.
Did you put the right one on the wrong one? Did you put the right one on the right one?
I put the wrong one on the wrong one, and then I put the right one on the right one. Having done, well, I've done it all, man. But all is right.
I just noticed that mashed sweet potatoes is the C option. Oh my gosh, they should have had. It is so unacceptable that they did not have a vegan baker doing this, because I'm sorry, but mashed sweet potatoes simply does not stand a chance here. Like, they truly need to hire vegans to handle the vegan stuff.
Okay.
Well, this cookie's taller. I'll give you that. Does being vegan make you taller?
Well, I hope not. I mean, I don't know how that would make sense. I just said something because I'm tall and I wanted to respond in a strong way. I'm open to being a vegan. I really am, but not if it makes me taller.
He's open to,
Okay.
he's open to being vegan. I swear, I know they both are open to being vegan. They just need to engage with it genuinely, I swear.
Oh, and this one's taller too.
I want to be
see?
shorter.
This is the cakiest
What are you
cookie.
tasting for?
The best cookie.
They're all pretty good.
Oh, okay.
This one's cakiest. I mean, I'm not keeping anything from you.
Does the caking make it vegan?
No, it just makes it the tallest one. Dang. This is tough. I mean, if I can only go vegan for cookies, I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's a start. I'll say this is a lot better than they've handled vegan foods in the past. I mean, we still have like the rest of this episode to go, so my hopes are not high yet. But overall, especially in the vegan jerky taste test from a couple of months ago, they were actually also pretty positive. So they have gotten better about it, but I mean, it's been a frustrating journey.
Hey, it's a deal. It's a deal. We're going cookie vegan.
All
right.
three cookies are good, man.
All right, I'm
Great
ready.
job,
You're
Trevor.
gonna put your hand
All
over
three
the
are good.
non-vegan one.
Thank you, Trevor.
3.
Oh, crap. I wasn't
Yep.
even...
I knew it.
You knew that was going to happen.
The one that you think is not vegan.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm on the second.
I'm on the first one.
I couldn't tell, man.
Because if two of them were tall and two of them are vegan, then I went with the short one that's non-vegan, even though I liked all of them.
The non-vegan cookie is made with regular butter and on plate A.
Yeah, you can see it. You know, you can when you see it.
But the
Alright.
two other
I didn't
cookies
need to
that
see
you
it.
liked that had
Yeah.
swapped out ingredients, plate B used coconut oil instead of butter.
There are vegan butters on the market that are so much more comparable to dairy butter that, I don't know, I think it's kind of inexcusable that they didn't like do that and that they opted for coconut oil and mashed sweet potatoes. They seem to be thinking along that line that veganism equals like a healthy, like plant-based diet or something, which we know is not the case. But they liked the cookies, so we're gonna take it.
And plate C used mashed sweet potatoes instead of butter.
What?
Crazy, right?
Makes it so tall. But again,
And fine.
taste-wise,
So great. What do you actually prefer, Trevor, of these three?
I'm a classic cookie man, but
Okay.
the coconut oil was pretty good, pretty good.
No, I thought this one was great.
I thought
was my favorite.
this was my favorite tasting one. That's why I chose it. So maybe
I'm
a
cookie
coconut
vegan.
man.
Are you?
I think I am. I'm coconut cookie vegan.
Oh, here we are.
It's time for a little mac and cheese.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, echolocate it. Echolocate it, Link.
Yep. Okay. Does it sound like I've echolocated it?
Yeah. I think that's one version of echolocation.
Link, just so you know, this is the tallest mac and cheese that you're tasting right now.
Thank you, Trevor.
I don't think this is going to go very well. Vegan cheese is the thing that took me the longest to adapt to. And I know that it's a highly controversial item. And the taste can be very specific. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go.
Well, that's
It's got some interesting flavors going on. Am I still tasting?
Is it the cheese is weird, or there's something else added? It's good though.
There's another flavor,
That is a good.
and also it
Good
might have
cheese.
weird cheese.
The aftertaste is a bit weird.
This is really good.
Oh,
It's not as tall.
Man, boy, that's tasty.
It's freaking spicy.
So spicy.
Why is the mac and cheese spicy, Trevor?
The spices.
It's got spices in it.
Did you add those to cover up the veganness, or was that part of it?
It was part of the recipe.
so I guess it seems like they're not using like boxed mac and cheese for these. I kind of thought that they would be going to restaurants and getting things from like vegan restaurants and then things from non-vegan restaurants and comparing those, but I guess they've made them all like in-house. And I hope they chose good recipes. But so far they did really like those two, which is encouraging. This is going so much better than I thought it was gonna go so far.
Okay. Interesting. And then, you just got it on the back of my hand, man.
Your hand touches?
No, you touched my hand with it. This one's not spicy.
You know,
I'm confused that one of them is spicy. Why would you do that?
Does it throw you off?
yeah, he's trying to cover something up for show.
Well, again, none of these are bad. So here we are.
Wow, none of them are
Looking
bad.
like jerks
My heart is singing.
for blindly hating on. I just need a little comfort. I don't want to go vegan.
Yes, you do. You want to go vegan. It literally, Link in the podcast has talked about how he wants to start a religion like that's based on animals because he has such a spiritual experience with his dogs. He has his dog tattooed like on his arm, like here. You can see it in the video. And it's so frustrating to listen. I want to make a video. It's been on my to-do list for way before I ever considered even making a YouTube channel, to make a video where I kind of, not like debunk is the wrong word, but kind of like go through all the times where they have talked about veganism and how they've kind of shown that they're aligned with it and it is something that they agree with and should be doing, but they haven't. So that's something that one day I will be doing, but it's kind of a huge task with sorting through all that footage. But this is encouraging so far.
My arm is hot now. Nothing.
Did I drop some? Did I drop any?
Yeah, and I'm getting nothing.
You getting some air bites?
Yeah. You want to lick it off my arm? No, don't.
Okay, again, you're looking for the non-vegan option, the one you think is not vegan.
Don't worry, Stevie, I got you.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I was trying to be sneaky.
Reverse.
Nah, this is, I feel very strongly that.
Wow.
Oh, crap, I've done it again. I meant to vote for this one. Do you believe me?
No.
It's easy to believe me.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
I keep voting for the one that I like the least.
You got it right the first round.
That's why I keep stressing
I know, but-
before you vote what you're supposed to vote for. And this time you said, I got it, Stevie.
Yeah, I feel like you had every opportunity there. To be honest with you.
Yep, I brought this on myself.
Okay, the
'cause you
non-vegan
burnt me.
option, made with real cheese,
I didn't mean to vote for that.
is in bowl number C.
I hate the word real cheese. It's it's dairy cheese or animal cheese as far as I'm concerned. Vegan cheese is real cheese, and I'll die on that hill. I hate the word real. Like, it's not fake food. It's real food. Yeah, gosh. It's dairy cheese or cow cheese or vegan cheese or cashew cheese or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other two.
I will say that was obvious, having gone back.
Yeah.
But when I tasted them before tasting this, I was like, maybe.
I knew this was going to be obvious.
And that's
Okay.
what vegans do.
This is some kind of nut cheese, isn't it?
Yep, that's cashew cheese, or cashews. And then the bowl B was made with coconut milk.
And
This is
spices.
Flavorless. Super flavorless. This actually tasted
Well, hold on.
better.
It's so you.
I know. I mean, the spices were flavorful. The cheese is flavorless. The cashew cheese is actually, I mean, the consistency is bad, but taste-wise,
Neither one of them are
it's
good.
still bad.
I was just informed. I said bowl number
They
C,
should have gone
and
to
I am
restaurants.
aware that C is a letter.
Like, gotten takeout.
But I'm having a difficult time, I suppose. I'm sorry, Link. Link,
Oh.
I would like to apologize to you.
See how hard it is to not have a hard time?
Exactly.
I would have gone the rest of my life not realizing anything was wrong with bowl number C.
We're moving on to brownies.
Okay.
I feel like brownies have no, they use bananas and applesauce. Ugh.
So, if cookies were so easy to make good,
Oh.
brownies are going to be easier to make.
What is oh?
That's a gooey brownie.
This is the gooey.
There's nothing wrong with that.
This is
might be good.
unfair.
Oh yes.
This is
yeah, you're
frustrating.
right because it's got
Oh.
that. It's got that like fudgy sheet on the bottom.
It is so easy to make good
Ugh.
vegan brownies.
It really got hoard on the bottom.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Come on.
What is it?
There's a banana flavor in those.
Yeah.
That I
Banana was a
don't know
bad
is intentional.
idea.
Now this is a normal brownie.
Girl, why's it got banana? I guess because it's vegan.
They could have done like flax eggs. They could have done, I don't know, like any number of things that wasn't ripe bananas and applesauce.
It
I
might
mean,
have
maybe the
banana
applesauce
flour.
one's
Did
okay.
you set it down next to it? Man, don't be defiling my part of the desk.
And then I just could. If I chewed that up, it'd be all in my teeth. And
I've got to
can't
go
analyze the other.
left-handed. You got my whole right hand all covered up. Now I'm going left-handed. I've never grabbed any food with my left hand.
This one is cakey.
Hang on, are they on C
No
yet? or is-
banana though.
No, just red.
What are you doing, dude? Don't you do that. Do I
I've got
have
more
it all
hope for the
now?
applesauce one.
You got the bigger one.
It's got
I was mad at you
for what?
for putting your brownie down on my spot and missing.
I don't like to bite the corners, so I'm trying to find the soft point.
Can I have the big one that you've been eating?
Yeah. Didn't mean to caress you like that with it. But
Is this the big one on the third plate?
yeah. This one? All right,
Hold on.
Stevie, I got you this time. Don't you worry. I understand the assignment.
Let's see if he can actually
Okay.
I'm going
remember
to
to
pick the one
he thinks
that is not vegan.
good.
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
Ha 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 ha. Oh,
Yeah, we're right, man.
yeah. See, it's obvious.
The non-vegan option made with eggs is on plate number B.
Yeah. Now what happened with
It wasn't
egg?
great though, Trevor.
So,
Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Yes, it was. It tasted like something you get from like a roadside.
It was a bit too cakey.
brownie stand.
But it was better than this one.
That one was good too, though. This one, we need to understand what happened.
Well, bananas.
well,
Like, Trevor is a professional non-vegan baker. He's a professional like, he went to school for this. This is just, like, not a fair fight between the vegan food and the non-vegan food. They really, really should have outsourced this to like vegan bakeries and vegan restaurants, because portraying this as like this is the alternative that you would get if you go vegan is just inaccurate, which is part of why this is so frustrating, is because there seems to be no vegans like working at Mythical, this company, which makes it hard to watch.
Yeah, so A was prepared with ripe bananas instead of eggs, and C was prepared with applesauce instead of eggs.
Really? It's actually pretty good.
Not bad.
But you said rotten bananas?
Ripe bananas.
That's not a good idea.
Bananas.
Trevor, do
Vegans
you
eat raw
endorse
bananas.
any of these alternatives personally?
I would personally endorse the applesauce if you are looking for, a vegan option.
It is okay.
Yeah, it gets there.
I think it's better than okay, personally. I almost ended up choosing it, but when I went back to B, I was like, oh no, that's a regular brownie.
That's the thing about vegan.
You
is
can't
that
compare it.
If you don't have B at all, then you can talk yourself into a place.
That's why a lot of vegans don't have a non-vegan friends, because they don't want to compare their foods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that this is like a joke show, but that's, first of all, it's like not possible to be a vegan and not have any non-vegan friends. Like, I'm sure it's possible in some way, but not realistically. And also, like, what do you mean by comparing food? Like, you're not like accidentally eating your friend's non-vegan food and then being like, oh no, my vegan food tastes worse. Like, that's not happening. Like, ugh. But I mean, at least they're kind of onto it that like if you are vegan, you can, your palate shifts like we talked about.
Like to be in isolation.
Yeah, right. Oh man, we had a good time last night.
We had so much.
good.
We had
that
so much fun.
We can't let light into our eyes anymore. We're wearing these shades just to keep the headaches down. You know what? If you missed it,
it was crazy.
It was crazy, man.
It was wild.
So wild.
It was NSFW.
But here's the thing: if you didn't join us for Good Mythical Evening when it happened live, you can enjoy it, and you can get that video. Call it
goodmythicalevening.com.
I already forgot what you call it.
Okay, we got some.
I did attend Good Mythical Evening last night, and the high from like, oh, I'm having so much fun with Rhett and Link last night to this morning opening up and seeing like vegan versus non-vegan food taste test and just feeling that crash. Ugh, frustrating.
Cheesecake here for you.
Oh.
Is it pancake or is it pork
Why
cake?
would they choose cheesecake?
Forky.
I love
And
I have never met a good vegan cheesecake in my life. Granted, I don't go out of my way for them very often, but this is hummus. No.
I'm choking up on my fork.
Yeah, like T-ball. Like you did in T-ball.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
I feel
Vegan
it.
yogurt can be so good and so bad. I don't know what they've chosen here.
I normally don't do that to my cheesecake before I...
It can be really bad. And if you're not vegan, you don't know the good ones from the bad ones.
That's quite a thin cheesecake.
I didn't get a lot. Man,
So a cheeseless cheesecake, huh?
we're getting really good at eating in the dark. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Blackout.
when the world ends, when the
Blackout,
big
boy.
blackout happens,
We'll still be nourished.
I mean, we'll be the only ones in our family that still eat.
Well, that was
I probably teach the family how to eat with the blindfolds on. Get started now.
It's
You
gonna be a bad
actually were
round, y'all.
doing really well this episode until right after
Till you
you
built
said
it
that,
up.
and then you both took an invisible bite.
Comedy.
I don't know what I think of number 2 yet.
You stink it?
Okay.
You don't know what you stink of it?
The
don't
hummus
know what I
one.
think.
I don't know, guys.
Do
Can
you
a
wanna know
hummus
which one's
cheesecake be good?
tallest?
No.
I'm concerned. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. See, this is messed up.
Me and you, bro.
It's so unfair to vegan food.
Oh my God.
it taste like asparagus?
Let me get more. Let me get back.
Oh. Say the blessing, kids, and then don't ever open your eyes. That's how we're gonna learn to dine in the dark. All right. You're not ready, dude? Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, man.
3, the non-vegan one. 2, 1. Okay, you're both over B. You're both correct. That was the one made with dairy cream cheese.
And you know
Now-
what?
Yeah.
What?
Plate
I thought it was
C-
going to be green and putrid.
Plate C was made with hummus.
So honestly, my biggest pet peeve with these kinds of videos with people who have substantial audiences reviewing and talking about vegan food, especially if they aren't vegan, which is often the case, is that they have so much influence and so many non-vegan people watching that I feel like if like they're doing this like, oh, like if you go vegan, you have to eat hummus cheesecake and like applesauce brownies, that's just going to solidify in people's minds that they don't want to be vegan. It's almost feels like it's validating somehow that they're like, oh yeah, veganism is bad. And especially if they're kind of like saying bad things about these foods. I just feel like there's a lot of responsibility that comes with an audience like this, and it feels genuinely really irresponsible to talk badly about something that is such an integral part of something like the vegan movement, where there are so many lives at stake and so much suffering happens every day. That's such an important part of the conversation that they just never have. And that's what makes this so annoying, frankly. Yeah, I think there's an important discussion to be had about the quality of vegan-friendly foods, but it shouldn't be had by people who are non-vegan. Frankly, their opinion is invalid when it comes to vegan food.
For some reason.
Hummus?
Yeah.
Why?
Trevor, is that something people do?
I don't think so.
And it wasn't even a freaking...
Well, people use hummus, I guess, as a substitute for cream cheese, and so, you know, cheesecake.
So he just made it up? This is just like insult to injury.
Maybe a lot of cream cheese.
Yeah. In your dreams, man.
Man,
And then
Trevor.
A had cheesecake made with unsweetened plain vegan yogurt.
I went back to it just to confirm, and it was confirmed it's not half as good as the real thing. Cheesecake,
Yeah.
that's a real hard thing to pull off if you're a vegan. You might, but you know, just give up the dessert. Just move on to something else.
But if you're in the mood for hummus cake,
Yeah.
then,
Call Trevor.
oh,
The tie is scored, and it is time
Quiche.
for quiche.
Okay, they've got tofu, mung bean, and then one with eggs. By mung bean, they probably mean just egg, so we'll see.
Great.
we shouldn't be tied, because I have,
Nothing gets the boys coming to the yard like quiche.
oh. What about Keisha?
I've never had quiche, actually.
Didn't get much that time. I do like a good quiche, though.
I would like to try it.
When I
just
can
seems
get
like a lot
in
of
my
work.
mouth.
I don't know if you want it in your mouth. You still working on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's different.
There's just no way that a tofu quiche is bad. Like, tofu is so neutral. If you know how to spice it correctly, there's no excuse for that being bad. And frankly, Trevor is just bad at this. Trevor is the person making all this.
Different than what?
So if these are bad, it's on Trevor, because this is totally doable. I could do this.
And you know what? I don't know if we can keep quiche in the apocalypse. You know, when the lights go out, we're gonna be in trouble with quiche.
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. You?
Are you using your other hand?
What is he doing? No, I'm using the one hand.
Damn it! Oh, I'm having such a hard time.
How bad can it be?
I don't know. Y'all give me a trick fork. Y'all give me a trick fork.
Here, give me your fork. I'll
I
feed
hate the vegan
I'm
episodes
good.
because it makes it so much harder to find them like funny and enjoy myself if all I'm thinking about is how they fundamentally don't understand what they're talking about.
Come on, man.
I don't want to be fed by a man who can't see with a fork.
Any man?
I don't. Man. Trick fork.
You good, man? You good?
Not yet.
You going back in? I think you worked yourself into a frenzy. This is obvious.
I'm so confused.
Well, let's vote. This is
give
a good place for you to be.
Give me a second.
He's confused. Hey, that's something. Let's see where this lands. Because the mung bean, the just
Have you
egg is
actually
pretty
eaten
good.
anything?
Oh, this bodes well.
Come on, dude.
Huh.
Okay.
Non-vegan. 3, 2, 1.
What? You wrong,
Okay.
man.
You've disagreed.
Oh, Link went for the mung
Yeah, I
bean.
almost chose that one. That's why I kept going back to it.
Okay,
The
finally.
non-vegan quiche using regular eggs is on plate C.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
it wasn't obvious, man. That's why you chose that one. I almost chose it too.
Yeah, it was
Satisfying.
decent.
A used firm tofu and B used mung beans.
Mung beans almost make eggs.
What color is a mung bean? Because he ate all of it. I can't.
Well, so
Is it-
the product is just egg. It's like a vegan egg
Just
substitute,
egg.
but it's
Yeah.
made with mung beans. So
Well, they're doing it right.
Yeah, that definitely
Yes, they are.
worked. I mean, tricked me. Oh.
Oh,
And then
relief.
C
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
was made with real eggs.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right. That's right, Link. Give him a point for that.
You heard the man.
Rhett, you win a jar full of compliments from the chef, aka Trevor.
Let me read
It's an
one.
empty veganized jar.
I don't remember what I wrote.
You're the Riz King.
That sounds like me.
Thanks, Trev.
Yeah.
I'll read them. I'll read even more.
I wonder where they
Hey,
got
those aren't
that
for you.
empty jar
I'm reading it
veganized.
to him.
Oh, thanks. I'll take it.
You're the Riz King. Hold on here.
Thanks for liking and clicking that bell.
Okay, don't forget to come back for a new episode of Good Mythical Weekend tomorrow.
You know what time it is.
I've been watching that.
Hi, I'm Ella. Hi, I'm Jasmine. And this is, we just did a vegan chocolate taste test. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
I like it. I like y'all's vibe.
Good times.
Okay.
Time link to watch us rank the worst vegan T-shirts you can buy
Okay, we're gonna click through and we're gonna watch that.
online, including this one. Hell's
That's not a bad vegan t-shirt.
Did you miss Good Mythical
Okay.
Evening or want to enjoy it again? All
right, here we go. We're
GMA
clicking
is
through.
available. Welcome to Good Mythical More. I think that we might need one of those like forehead down cams.
That's like the guy who watches the trains go by on TikTok. I think that's where they got that. I think he made that famous.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
We
That's really funny that that's like the vegan ending that they have, because that was very unusual for the wheel endings.
are going to
But it was fun.
find the most acceptable vegan t-shirt to wear. We have a lot of them.
but first,
Again, these are not the people who are qualified to be judging this, and it's just like there was another episode of Good Mythical More, I think it was, when Link was talking about how he was like, oh, well, veganism, it's not a cause, right? It's a lifestyle. If it's a cause, like, like he was really uncomfortable with the idea that veganism is like something that comes from like a moral perspective as opposed to just like a lifestyle. Like, it was bizarre to say the least, and Link has expressed discomfort around like eating meat and consuming it's been mostly meat, I think, in the past. It's also happened on ear biscuits and stuff like that. So yeah, he definitely has like the seed planted that he knows what he's doing is wrong when he eats animal products, but he hasn't been able to put it all together. And I bet the fact that they actually make most of their money off of eating like animals in some form or another on the internet, like that that's how they made their money, is kind of increasing that level of cognitive dissonance, and is just making that wall like harder to overcome. Because honestly, it would make their jobs harder in the sense that they'd probably get fewer views. I don't know. That's not an excuse, obviously, but I just think it's probably making it harder for them to actually like see veganism as a viable option.
First, we're going to donate $1,000 to Special Olympics to aid in their mission to provide year-round sports training and athletic competition for children and adults with intellectual.
Oh, another thing. I'm kind of going too deep into some of this, but they talk a lot about like saving the planet, and they've like released Earth Day t-shirts and stuff like that. But they never talk about the fact that like being vegan is the best thing, or almost the best thing, that an individual can do for the planet. The first best thing being not having any children. They've literally never talked about that. So again, people who don't know what they're talking about, doing damage to a movement that they know essentially nothing about.
Disabilities, giving them opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, and experience joy with their families, other Special Olympics athletes, and the community. Please join us in giving at specialolympics.org/donate.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's start with this one here. Because when you're vegan, you want the world to read it on your chest, basically.
Yes, because animals are suffering every day because of your choices that you pay for. So yes, we want to have conversations about it because it's important that people understand what veganism actually is, so that ignorant episodes of internet shows like this don't get made.
Well, I mean, it's a cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean...
Thank you, Rhett.
Well, especially when it's like, go vegan. That's certainly a cause. But choosing asparagus for your anagram...
But you get, I mean, you know,
even
about
if you're
the seitan.
Yeah,
you know about,
seitan is like a meat substitute.
I think it's fermented tofu. Tofu. It's quite good.
I just don't think using asparagus to sell veganism is a good idea. Aren't there plenty of vegans who don't like asparagus?
Yeah, but if you had to make a pentagram out of vegetables,
It's true.
Yeah,
what else
true.
you gonna pick?
You're backed into a corner. That's why this isn't a great shirt.
I mean, an asparagus is one of
It's not effective, I don't think.
most uniform stalks of any. Name a more uniform stalk.
It's true. Asparagus is good for
in
pentagram.
plant form.
Can't
Also
argue that
celery.
point.
Well, I would say carrots.
A green carrot's got shaped like a cone, man. Like asparagus is at the end,
And too hard at the
the
bottom.
whole way. I know, but
Yes.
name another stalk that's that uniform. I'm gonna be here all day.
Celery?
No, celery's not.
Well, you didn't tell me not to say it.
What's a more uniform stalk than a?
If there are any vegan mythical beasts out there who are seeing this video, I would love to hear from you in the comments, because there have definitely been times where I've like stopped watching an episode. Oh, the thing that I hated the most that they've ever done is they took freaking pork sponsorships, and that made me angry, because that clashes so much with so many of the values that they espouse as a company and as individuals, that taking that like pork board sponsorship, I don't even remember what it was several years ago now, and I genuinely did not watch those episodes because I was very frustrated. And I've definitely skipped other episodes where I feel like it was kind of like too blatant. But yeah, if you're a mythical beast and you're also vegan, maybe we need to like form some kind of emotional support group for each other, because it can be taxing. And I know people are going to say, they might say, oh, just stop watching. But I've been watching for over half my life at this point, and they're no longer just like random people on the internet. They still are, obviously, just random people on the internet. But the hole that Good Mythical Morning would leave in my life is so great that they're kind of more like weird uncles who, like, pretty much no matter what they do, you always have a little bit of love for them, even if they're spreading misinformation about veganism. So I'm going to stick this one through because, like I said, my saving grace is that I think they've even sometimes said, like, outright agreed with veganism in the past. So that's why I'm still here. Again, let me know in the comments how you deal with this, or if you used to watch and stopped watching because you went vegan. But I'm really curious to hear what other people have got going on.
Than asparagus.
Boba straws. Are they?
Green beans? No, because they're a little bit curved. I mean, you could plumb a line. What do you call plumb a?
Yeah, plumb a line.
You could plumb a line with asparagus. That's what they used to do before they had the tools for it.
Before they had string and a weight.
God, I'm so scared of what they're gonna say. Because not your mom, not your milk is a good message, guys. In my opinion. I don't know if they're gonna get it though. Oh, see, this is why I was scared. Because I feel like Good Mythical Morning went off kind of without a hitch. I feel like that was kind of smooth sailing. Except Trevor, obviously, screwed up. So we're gonna see what they have to say about this.
One. And I like the fact that it sort of appeals to this like satanic panic thing.
Okay. And it looks like they got them both from the same place because you can see like in the tag on the shirt it says port. So we'll see.
Okay.
I like that.
That evens it out. Not your mom, not your milk is
I like the graphics.
It's kind of it's a little too angsty.
I know, but I do think this is one of the vegans' best points, though, is that, hey, guys, listen, you're drinking the milk of another animal. That's just weird. You know what I'm saying?
Until you taste it.
Are you secretly like the vegan creative director? Because that's how you're approaching.
I do like that Rhett's coming out in defense. I'm telling you. Oh, I've listened to his country album because I really do like these people. Like, unfortunately, honestly. And he even has a song. It's called Flash of Rationality. And in it, he talks about how he doesn't engage with certain ideas because he's comfortable with the way his life is at the moment. And I'm not going to be able to quote the lyrics off the top of my head, but let me see if I can do it. I'm just a man. I ain't no machine. I do the math the way it suits me. Don't get me wrong, you're making some sense, but I think I'll go before I am convinced. Those are the lyrics of that song. And that is, how much more could there really be left in Rhett figuring out that he needs to go to veganism? Again, like, they've both left these clues that show that they're so close, but they're just not getting there. They're just not getting there. I'm holding out.
You need a t-shirt.
I'm sympathetic to the cause.
I'm sympathetic to this particular shirt because I've been watching this guy on TikTok. He's a farmer and he has a mustache and he films himself.
Narrows it down.
And then these cows that are his cows just come up to him and just love him and snuggle with his face just like a dog does.
This is a perfect illustration of what I'm talking about. Rhett came at it like kind of from the more intellectual angle, from like, oh, like drinking the milk of another species is kind of weird. And then Link is coming at it from, oh, the cows want to snuggle, and like, oh, suddenly he's having these emotional reactions to cows and like recognizing that maybe they're individuals who don't want to be used for their freaking bodies.
Yeah, but you can be a vegetarian and drink milk.
Like, he'll sit crisscross applesauce, and then this big cow with like big horns will just come and lay its head in his
Cows
lap
are
and just
gentle.
close his eyes, and he'll just
kind.
start petting his jaws.
Don't tell me about those videos.
Their jaws, not
It's so cute.
But you can maintain a friendship with a cow.
Not your mom, not your milk.
And still suckle it. But once you eat it, it's pretty much friendship over. You know what I'm saying?
Again, they just are showing blatant ignorance about what happens in the dairy industry.
Right.
That's why I just feel like maybe if I was
I
was gonna go, I would go vegetarian.
All right, so you like Satan better. Satan stays.
Lots of people go vegetarian before they go vegan. But you really need to go vegan if you're trying to accomplish your goal that you were trying to accomplish by going vegetarian, because the egg and dairy industries are equally, if not more, cruel than the meat industry.
What about this one, Rhett? Oh gosh, what does this say?
This is a horrible t-shirt.
It is.
Vegan. What does that say? Earth's unsung hero. This is kind of tooting your own horn a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Making
mean,
yourself a superhero.
Not only that, but this just when you come from where we come from, and you come from like Baptist youth groups from the '90s, like it was.
Yeah, this is very Christian
what
bookstore.
we would do is we would take a popular thing, albeit a movie, a brand, music, and we would just do our version of it. And that was very
work
much
Jesus into it.
like
Like Avengers
the
would be
Reese's peanut butter.
Gingers.
Look up the Reese's peanut butter T-shirt. Reese's peanut butter, but it says Jesus saves, and it looks like the Reese's peanut butter. Like boy, we would do that just so unabashedly. And
I just
so
think it
gives me like
ick.
an ick.
Gives you the ick.
I don't like it.
I don't like
it.
this shirt much either.
Oh man, this is exhausting. Hold it up.
Why
my
are they all
shirts.
black shirts?
Because you got them all from the same place.
Why are they all black?
I
don't eat anything
that poops.
that poops.
Well, to get technical here, guys, are
Plants
you telling
poop.
me that plants don't have a waste byproduct?
They don't poop, Rhett.
They
I
probably
mean, as far as I know.
do.
I feel like the
Something,
sentiment is obvious
right?
here, though.
Yeah, oxygen.
Yeah, they poop out oxygen.
They don't. Disingenuous.
I don't breathe in anything that poops.
And does that mean you don't eat crickets?
I don't eat anything that poops. Is this affectatious? I don't like this logic here. This is almost like I don't have sex with anything that poops. It's like
No, what? No.
right, exactly.
Elaborate.
Yes, please.
You're proving my point.
You will?
I do have sex with things that poop.
Yeah.
Things?
I mean, yeah, it's the same logic. though.
It's
That's
not.
not your standard, right? That's not all it takes.
That's not. Yeah, that's not.
because that's a problem.
Anything that moves, no. Anything that poops. Anything
I was
breathing?
gonna
Nope.
say these shirts, like, you can either be stating something about yourself,
Yeah.
or some of them are judgmental on like the people who are
Yeah.
reading them. It's
Yeah.
just something to consider. It's just like a different approach to things.
Right.
Like the cow is like
Preachy.
You who looks at me, I hate you.
Right.
And what you do.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you get I hate you? That is so. Stevie is projecting hard right now. That shirt literally says, not your mom, not your milk. That is a message that is not a message of hate. The way she is projecting her guilt right now onto an imaginary vegan person wearing that shirt is insane and disrespectful. Be better, Stevie. Be better. And it's also just thought-provoking. Like, people get so offended when you suggest that something they're doing might be bad.
This is about meat.
But it
I wear
says,
this shirt is
well,
about
no,
meat.
it does say go vegan.
Yeah, true.
Okay, well, it's got a nice little. I mean,
It's got an imperative.
but it's inviting you to hail Satan with you, the other people.
It's still winning. Let's see if this one will top it.
Is it the VeggieTales?
Vegans are evil. Eat meat. Don't be mean to greens. I have deep emotional feelings. Potatoes. So this
is a
has
stupid
got a
shirt.
couple of layers
This is a
to
stupid
it.
shirt.
I need someone to explain it.
This is called
Me too.
ironic.
This is irony.
I don't like this.
You never think about vegetables and fruits like this. I'm confused, man.
Yeah, this one's not a good shirt. This doesn't even
I don't
feel
like it because the
pro-vegan.
logo's too low on the shirt.
Yeah, the spacing's not good.
Yeah, everything about that's
You look
bad.
horrible on that shirt.
Get rid
You
of
get a
that.
low logo.
Want a high
Suddenly
logo?
you got a completely different body type. It'll turn an apple into a pear in a heartbeat.
Don't eat my homies. Okay.
Okay, this is
Little heartstrings. It's a good.
This isn't bad.
This is a good design.
Yeah, I feel like a big weakness that a lot of like vegan messaging clothing has is that the designs aren't great. There are a few companies that do a good job, but I feel like that's a niche in the market that could use a little bit more competition, because all those previous ones were not something that you would wear as part of like a nice outfit, in my opinion. This one's like a little bit closer, but still.
This isn't bad because of exactly what you were saying. You know, it's just like you see these people making friends with.
It says I don't eat. It doesn't say don't eat. So it's not an imperative. This is about me.
Even better.
They're so sensitive to being told that what they're doing is bad, and it is showing in a way that is embarrassing for them.
Eat my homies.
This is just me. I don't eat my homies.
I'm friends with chickens, pigs, and cows. I also saw another video of.
See, the thing is, I think that they're actually reading this wrong, and it's not, I don't eat my homies, it's, I just lost it. I feel like I had, like, it's like, I don't eat my homies. I feel like that's how I would be trying to convey that message if I was wearing this shirt. Like, I don't eat my homies. Do you? I feel like do you is, like, the unspoken, like, part of that shirt that's not on there.
A chicken and a dog chasing each other around a doghouse because they love each other.
The chicken probably doesn't love, though.
The chicken was having fun. The chicken was chasing the dog.
I think you are what is the word I'm looking for? Anthropomorphized. I can't speak.
Anthropomorphizing?
Yeah.
The chicken?
They
were having fun.
It's a bird, man. It's not a mammal. I mean, so...
Birds can have fun. Birds can also suffer. Ridiculous. Birds can definitely enjoy experiences or not enjoy them.
Some people
draw a line, it'll be frozen.
Some people draw the line right here, right? They're like, I'm not going to eat pigs and cows because they're like super smart mammals, but this is a bird.
So this is like, I don't eat anything
might as well fly into your mouth.
I don't eat anything that dookies.
Yeah, I only eat things with if it poops, it's got to have a cloaca.
Or if the poop is like pellets.
Let's make that a slogan.
Like I'll eat rabbits, I'll eat chickens, but I won't eat something that dookies. Like
I'll have sex with anything with a cloaca. No.
Yeah, that's not what.
No, I don't have sex with anything with a cloaca.
No, you don't.
We'll work on this. We'll workshop it. But there are people who are like, I eat chicken, I eat fish. You know, because their experience is different than
those people are ridiculous.
These mammals.
Okay.
Let's not think about it too much, though.
Yeah, this is a good design, and so this is kind of in the running. We'll keep it around.
Yeah. This one's getting
And finally,
let's not think about it too much.
Oh, lots of words. That's a demerit. Hello, I am a vegan.
Well,
I know, quote, you could never do that. No, I don't eat fish. Yes, I get enough protein. My B12 is fine, thank you. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. What do I eat? Food. No, this is a frequently asked questions. This is fed up vegan. Plants are not sentient. Yes, I'm still a vegan.
So, yeah, this is more, I think this is when you wear to like the vegan conference because every other vegan has gotten all these questions and they're like, yes, give me that shirt. Give it to me.
I think this is good.
What? There's lowercase i's.
Oh.
Where?
All throughout. I.
But it's consistent. I mean, the lowercase i's are consistent.
Oh.
Wonder why.
Wow, okay.
That doesn't really concern me. I mean, the design of any of these was not great.
Grammar police versus vegan. Who wins?
I mean, you gotta imagine that, like.
I don't get it.
That little Venn diagram.
Yeah, I don't know why they did.
Vegans and people that have bad grammar. I would think that vegans would have great grammar.
On average, probably better grammar. I would.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Well, because they're really thinking about what they're putting
thoughtful.
in their bodies.
Thoughtful
They're
folks.
full of thoughts about certain things, but it doesn't mean they're smarter.
Well,
I don't know. I would say it depends on how you define smart, but I don't know. I'd certainly go so far as to say that I think vegans are smarter.
I think that's what Stevie's saying, is they probably are. And that's probably true.
I want to defend this one for a second. I like that it educates, and it doesn't demand anything of you, but it's not catchy or humorous in any way. It's very fed up. It's like end of your rope vegan.
Did you see the shirts they put on there?
The Holy Trinity of condiments.
I never saw these.
Catch up with Jesus.
Man, that could have been you and me and a third
Blessed
friend.
blessed from my head to my toes. Matthew 17:20. Mustard seed faith. Power.
All it takes is the faith of the size of a mustard seed to move mountains.
Moves mountains. Relish sweet Jesus. Let's exalt his name together.
I'm on all three of these. Oh, there's 4.
Oh no, don't you do it. Mayo, light, shine for Jesus.
Oh no!
Spread it around.
Is there a 5th one?
I bet you we can come up with it. What condiment are we missing?
Sriracha.
See, we've already deviated
Chili.
from veganism.
Sriracha, except Jesus as your savior.
What is sriracha supposed to mean in this?
Sir, you ought to accept Jesus.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I was thinking about hot dogs and like only y'all gonna accept Jesus? It's onions. All y'all gonna accept Jesus?
All right, we're
There's
done.
just an onion on the shirt.
On y'all.
Oh, it's a white. It's a white seed. All y'all gonna accept Jesus?
Okay, so that was not nearly as bad as I anticipated it might become, which is refreshing because they've definitely been a lot more vegan critical in the past. So like I said, this was kind of refreshing. I think the most positive things about veganism were said previously. If it wasn't like a fully vegan episode, but veganism would still come up, I would like honestly kind of like hold my breath and tense up a little bit, because as somebody who's been watching for so long, and I was vegetarian for 8 years prior to being vegan. So I was already kind of thinking about this stuff for a long time. So I've always had this kind of perspective on their content and their videos. So it's always really stuck out to me whenever they talk about this kind of thing, because it's always been really near and dear to my heart, and of course even more so since becoming vegan. There's just, they've said a lot of bad things in the past, but they've actually, it seems like they're coming around to a little bit more. Like Rhett said he's pro the cause, which of course like doesn't mean all that much unless you're actually doing it, but it is a lot further than a lot of other people manage to come actually. And like I said, Link already is completely aligned with veganism as a philosophy. There's that one podcast, I forgot what it's called. Well, I know the podcast is called Ear Biscuits, but I've forgotten the name of the episode where he talks about, like I said, that religion that he's going to start because like he believes that his pets, his dogs, have an experience that he can't really fathom, and they bring something really meaningful to his life. And yeah, like I always say, Rhett is too smart not to be vegan, and Link is too kind and like too much of a softie to not be vegan. So like I said, one day I'd love to make that longer analysis of sort of Rhett and Link and their previous historical like vegan related facts, or the things that point me towards, you know, thinking that they would be vegan if they really just opened their hearts and their minds to it. And like I said, if you are a vegan mythical beast, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if there are any moments that really stand out to you in the past where they have talked about veganism, or kind of like, I remember there was one time Link talked about how he was disturbed by the idea that there would be like flesh from several different cows in the same packet of ground beef, or like within the same hamburger. And Rhett was like, oh no, don't think about that. That's the kind of stuff that I'm thinking of and would like to compile for this video. So if you have any moments that really stand out to you, please let me know. And one day I'm gonna have to start sorting through. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it yet. But thank you for watching this episode of Good Mythical More and Good Mythical Morning with me. It definitely made it less frustrating to think that maybe somebody else out there is also feeling really frustrated by this and feeling like I didn't do this on my own. Made it a little bit better. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.